welcome to my views and news. Another video for you before I go to sleep. Last video. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian federal government, Ethiopian state-backed news sources, Ethiopian National Defense Force showed TDF prisoners of war today. Hundreds were shown today, who were taken prisoner allegedly by ENDF on different fronts. Now, one of the pictures has been geolocated. These TDF POWs are not in Amhara region now, where fighting is ongoing. Geolocation shows that they are not in Amhara region. Where are the details for you? Secondly, Jawar today spoke after a gap of 2 years. Jawar today appeared on Twitter. Today's tweet was his first tweet in 2 years. What was the tweet about? And is he paying less attention to the conflict in northern Ethiopia? Thirdly, Oromo Liberation Army is continuing its advance. It has taken control of a town in East Valaga. We have details for you. And lastly, was Getachew Reda, Tigray presidential spokesperson, held a press briefing just 2 hours ago. He spoke about presence of Tigray fighters in Sudan, about Eritrean military's involvement, about fighting along Takeze, and about the rumors that there could be announcement of unilateral ceasefire from PM Abiy. For a detailed look at what he said. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian government today showed prisoners of war. Ethiopian government claims that these are Tigray fighters who have been taken prisoner on different fronts. Hundreds were shown today by state media. I shared their pictures in a previous video on Monday, because we are into Tuesday now. One of the pictures has been geolocated by an expert. You can see a picture on your screen. This picture shared by Ethiopian state media, Ethiopian government, shared by Ethiopian National Defense Force as well on its social media page. It has been geolocated. The picture is not from Amhara region where fighting is ongoing. The picture is from a far region. It's from Awash. Awash is in a far region. You can see a picture on your screen. This picture was shared by Ethiopian state media. Ethiopian National Defense Force also shared this picture on its social media page. The picture allegedly shows Tigray fighters taken prisoner. This picture has been geolocated by an expert. The picture was taken in Awash, in a far region. Have a look at the geolocation of this picture. You can see where this picture was taken. It means that these Tigray fighters who were taken prisoner today, they are now in Awash. They have been removed from Amhara region. So the picture is not from any front line. Why were no pictures taken on front lines? Pictures can be taken on front lines when these fighters were taken prisoner. And these Tigray fighters are not clad in any uniforms. It means that Tigray fighters are not using uniforms, maybe because of lack of resources. Tigray has less resources. That is why it could not arrange uniforms for all its fighters. That's understandable. But the pictures were not taken where these fighters were taken prisoner. Questions are being raised by pro-Tigray news sources who are claiming that these are not Tigray fighters, they are civilians who were taken, who were detained by Ethiopian government forces in different parts of Ethiopia, and then they are being displayed as prisoners of war. The pictures should have been taken on front lines, I think. Ethiopian National Defense Force POWs, which Tigray has shown, some of them were shown on front lines when they were being moved from front lines towards other places, and they were seen clad in uniforms. So there is no doubt that they are ENDF prisoners of war. But TDF fighters were not seen taken prisoner on a front line. They are being seen in a wash. We're not saying that they're not TDF fighters, but it would have been better had Ethiopian Federal Forces taken pictures on front lines, which is not impossible, because we have seen some ENDF soldiers recording their fighting, their activities on front lines. I shared a video of an ENDF soldier from the Somali region, from Kobo front. He shared his clip from Kobo front. It means that pictures can be taken on front lines, but Ethiopian government decided to air the news after these fighters were taken to a wash in a far region. Secondly, Jawar today appeared on Twitter, his first tweet in around 2 years. The first tweet is about Kenya. He congratulated William Ruto, newly elected Kenyan president, because on Monday, Supreme Court of Kenya ruled in favor of William Ruto. He appreciated Raila Odinga as well. He appreciated Kenyan judiciary, Kenyan election commission, and he hoped that William Ruto will work for deepening democracy in Kenya. And he urged William Ruto to build on the work done by Uhuru Kenyatta, outgoing president of Kenya, to resolve internal conflict in Ethiopia, to put an end to the civil war ongoing in Ethiopia. So he, in a way, requested William Ruto to play a proactive role in resolving ongoing conflict in northern Ethiopia. The question is what is Jawar doing? Which role is he playing? He visited Europe, America for more than a month. He was there just for peace, as he said. Now, when there is fighting in northern part of Ethiopia, he is silent. He has shared only one statement, and that is party statement. Oromo Federalist Congress issued a statement calling for cessation of hostilities. He shared party statement on his social media account. I have not seen any personal message statement from Jawar so far. He seems to be trying to forge ties with William Ruto. Basically, this is a message of congratulation to William Ruto. So Jawar, who few days ago said that last time when war started in November 2020, hate campaign was launched, and he was lucky that he was not part of this campaign. He was in prison. This time, Jawar is not in prison. So what role is being played by Jawar? Is he playing any role? to resolve this conflict? Is he condemning this war? Is he trying to engage some players in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia? He is silent so far. Thirdly was Oromo Liberation Army has taken control of a town in East Valaga. Pictures, videos are being shared from Haro Limu. Haro Limu is in East Valaga. And videos, interviews of Haro Limu mayor and Haro Limu Prosperity Party officials are also being shared, who are appreciating OLA. Of course, they would, because they are in the custody of Oromo Liberation Army. They are all praised for Oromo Liberation Army, and they are saying that they were mistaken about Oromo Liberation Army. OLA is making gains definitely in Valaga. From Valaga, OLA is moving towards Central Oromia, towards West Shiva, because Ethiopian National Defense Force has been relocated from Oromia towards northern part of Ethiopia. Now OLA is fighting Oromia Special Force members, and OLA is making gains. OLA has shared pictures of some captured government-backed militia members as well from Haro Limu. You can see the pictures on your screen shared by OLA. These are members of a government-backed militia captured by OLA. Meanwhile, in West Shiva today, a protest was held against OLA and against Tigray People Liberation Front. Of course, a government-backed demonstration in West Shiva, where people protested against OLA and TPLF. Lastly, was Getachew Reda held a press briefing today, and there he spoke about the ongoing war in northern part of Ethiopia. What did he say? Main points we'll have a look at. Firstly, he confirmed the presence of Tigray fighters in Sudan. He said that Tigray forces were being attacked close to Bericht. Bericht is in Sudan, close to Sudan-Ethiopia border. Question is, how did Tigray fighters manage to reach Bericht? I think Tigray leadership would say that these are Tigrania-speaking ENDF members who sought asylum in Sudan, and now they have joined the fight. But even before that, Tigray fighters were being trained and armed in Sudan. But now a confirmation from Getachew that Sudan is an open front now, busy front now, where fighting is ongoing close to Humera. Secondly, he said this war is not just between Tigray and Eritrean government, Tigray, real government, Ethiopian federal government. He said it's a regional issue. If Tigray is defeated, Isaias Afwerki will move towards Sudan, then he'll move towards Djibouti. So it's for the regional stability that Eritrea should be stopped. So he's trying to portray this conflict as a regional conflict. Thirdly, he claimed that Amhara's support for PM Abiy is muted, that Amharas are not actively supporting this war. Some sections in the Amhara region are not supporting this war. We know, I have been reporting some Fano factions, some Amhara diaspora community, yes, they are not as actively backing this war as they did last year. But still, Amhara regional forces are involved, Amhara Prosperity Party is involved. We cannot say that entire Amhara region is out of this war. No, Amhara region is definitely participating, regional forces. But there are some groups, some sections which are not supporting this war, which are silent. And if this war goes on, what is going to be the role of this silent Amhara section, Amhara groups, Amhara people? Will they openly condemn this war? Will they play a proactive role? That remains to be seen. He talked about Takeze as well. He said fighting was ongoing near Takeze. I think he indirectly confirmed ENDF's attack on Dadabut, because Dadabut is across Takase, to the east of Takase. It means that Ethiopian National Defense Force crossed, or it was trying to cross Takase. That is why he said that there was fighting across close to Takase. And lastly, he talked about the rumor that there could be announcement of unilateral ceasefire from PM Abiy. He said that he would be surprised if he heard one day that PM Abiy had announced unilateral ceasefire. He wouldn't be surprised. It means that Tigray is expecting there could be some sort of announcement of ceasefire from Ethiopian federal government. And he justified it. He said that since federal forces were suffering losses, that is why there could be some sudden announcement of ceasefire by PM Abiy. But he said that Tigray would agree to a ceasefire after guarantees, after involvement of all the parties, after some guarantees. But lastly, he said that he should not jump the gun. So overall, indirectly, he confirmed that there could be announcement of ceasefire. So pro-Eritrea news sources, they are claiming that Getachew today looked defeated, as if Tigray was losing. Well, if you analyze the entire situation, the last 13 days of this war, Tigray has managed to reach, Tigray forces, they have managed to reach Kobo Robit. They are close to Gobiye. In Waghemra as well, they attacked Sikota just 48 hours ago. They were about to control Sikota. They have lost Adyarke. They could not make any gains into, they could not make any inroads into Volkait. But you cannot say that Tigray has suffered crushing defeats. No, it's too early to conclude like that. Tigray has controlled more territories than ENDF has controlled so far since the start of this war. Tigray forces reached Koborobit from Vaja. What about ENDF? ENDF has only taken Adyarke so far. It has reached Tigray Amhara border. So we'll have to wait and see to make a conclusion about the outcome of this war. Thank you for watching.